Hey, John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I am still here in Amsterdam, and this video really doesn't have anything to do with Amsterdam, but I got a few emails recently, and I thought I would do a response to not to the email specifically, but the kind of emails that I've been getting to give some tips on what you should do if you want to basically email someone who you feel could help promote you in some way, right? If you're reaching out to someone kind of at a higher level than you and you want their help, what should you do and what shouldn't you do? Because I'm seeing a lot of things that are not good, right? And so I'm not trying to pick on anyone specifically, but I thought I would mention some of these things as I'm looking through some of these emails that I've been saving of the ones that have not been quite doing it so well. So also I got some new glasses. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, my old ones had that crack in them, and I didn't want to get rid of them because I like those glasses so much. But I got some new ones that I think are kind of cool. So we'll see. They look almost like the old ones. So anyway. So basically, here's the thing, right? So you want to email someone, right? Let's say, I get this a lot because of my blogging course, right? So if you want to sign up for my blogging course, free blogging course, by the way, just go to devcareerboost.com blogging course. Is that it? I hope that's right. Blog dash course. devcareerboost.com blog dash course. So, but anyway, I get a lot of emails because of that from people that are trying to get me to help promote their content or other people. And one of the, and this is okay to do, right? But you got to do it the right way. So here's the thing. So I'm going to look at a few emails here. So one of the big problems that I see, first off, is subject line. Subject line is definitely really important. So you want to clearly state what it's about, right? And you don't want to sound spammy at all. So you don't want to have a subject line that's talking about helping you or doing something for you. You want to find something that's going to be valuable to someone who might be getting 100, 200, 1,000 emails a day. So that might be something about how you can help them, or something that a subject that they are interested in that you know. The other thing that I would say is, okay, so you have to understand how email kind of etiquette works, and also where the level is. So, okay, so I see a lot of emails where I am one of the twos on the email, right? And then it's like a whole bunch of other people like Scott Hanselman and Bob Martin, and all kinds of different fairly high level technologists, bloggers, right, authors, things like that. And uh, when I see that, um, I know that someone doesn't have personal relationships with all those people. So I'm just one of these numbers, one of these people that's included on this too. I'm seeing all their email addresses. They're seeing my email address. I might not want to know, or that have that association, and I might not want everyone having my email address on that list, for example, or knowing everyone else who. It just That's not the way to do it, right? Let's just put it that way. That just doing it that way in itself is not good. It also shows, like, that's the key thing, as I'd say, is like if you're emailing all these different people that you're asking for help from, it's very impersonal. Like, why would I help you? The other issue. So what should you do, right? So what you should do is you should write a separate email to every single person that you're going to ask for some kind of favor or help from, or a request, and personalize the first line or two of that. You can have like a copy and paste thing where you're at, the body of your message. I've done this multiple times, right? When I've requested things, or asked for help for something. But the first line or two should be specific to that person, and they should be on the two. You can't do a CC, you can't to everyone in there, and no BCCs either, because if you BCC mass mail, people will know that as well. You want to personalize the email, at least the beginning of it, congratulate someone on something that they wrote or that really helped you, that will segue into your request. Now we get to the point of your request, right? So if you make a request from someone, you have to phrase it in terms of, what is in it for them. So you can make a request and say, "Will you help me out?" Right? And that's fine, and some people will help you out of obligation. But it's so much better to say, I've got something that might help you, or something your audience might be interested in, because I know that you blogged about this, and there were people asking about this, so I wrote up this thing that, bam, you can just give out, and that would help you. Right? So to phrase it that way, and you've really got to think about what's in it for them. You can't make this stuff up, otherwise it's not going to work out. Because I get so many pitches like, "Oh, your audience would find this interesting." No, you're just pitching your thing, but something realistically, you might have to stretch a little bit to figure out what that is. And if you can't, then you probably, your request is probably going to get denied. Like it probably doesn't make sense anyway, right? So that's the key thing. And then the other piece of this is you want to show success, right? So don't email someone and ask them to help you or to spread your thing or to share your thing because you are not doing well. You want to say, "I am having all of this success. People are reading my stuff. I'm really growing. Like, this is why. Like, I've got," and note some other people. "I got, so and so to share this article or to contribute to this," and use some name dropping there to show that you're getting success, that other successful people are communicating with you, that they're participating in what you want this person to do. That's going to make it much more likely. So I think that's really the key things there. Obviously, you need to have things well formed. Keep the email short as possible. If you are going to ask someone to like tweet something, share something, create a shareable link for them, like just so that they can just click or retweet a thing, right? Make it as easy as possible where they just have to click a thing, and maybe or you give them kind of what they could post. Definitely a direct link to that. Make it as simple as possible. That's another key thing, and you could follow up in this case, but you have to be careful with that because following up when you're making like a request like that, if you don't do it right, it can. I'm a big fan of following up, right? Keep following up with people, but make sure that it doesn't look like you're mass mailing following up. If you do that, that's going to be that's going to be really bad. You want to make it individualized and personalized if you do follow up, because if it just looks like a sequence of follow up, that's not going to work out too well. So anyway, hopefully those tips help you out if you're trying to, I always say reach out to people that are above you that can help you, but make sure you do it in the right way. You want to show them success, want to show them what's in it for them, make it personalized, and really think about it before you send that email, and realize that people are just busy. They might not do it if there's not a strong what's in it for them. They're not going to let you just borrow their audience. Also, try to go one level up, not 5 levels up. A lot of times, I mean, sometimes you can hit one out of the park, but for the most part, you're gonna have a lot more success like finding people that are like, if you're like in this little orbit, find people that are in this bigger orbit, that are one level up, not way, don't email the President of the United States and ask him to share something, right? So you got to kind of figure that out, and you work your way up, right, the levels. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. If you like this video, this podcast, definitely subscribe and share it. Take care.